Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Luca here. Apologies for not making content. I've been super busy with personal stuff, but yeah, I got third place in the recent OTS Championship. I played dinosaurs. Um, I I was on Sprite. I was playing Sprite for the last month or so, but I thought I'd switch it up and try see how this affects the meta. As the Trap Tricks deck that just came out, it kind of changes the meta. So I think Sprite kind of was a bit more difficult to play against them type of decks and the Kashtira deck. So yeah, I will show my deck profile and then explain my reasons to why I played the ratios and the cards. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So of course for the three Oviraptor. The three Oviraptor is the best card in the deck, the best normal summon, your starter card, your go-to card. So yeah, that's self-explanatory. Three baby Ceratosaurus, and then the one Petite Pteranodon. I played three because usually some people play two, but I played three and one. I think that's the best ratio to play for the babies. Then I played the two Archosaur, and I wouldn't play any more than that because it's kind of tricky. I did actually do a play today where I went Lost Worlds, normal summon this, and didn't have a baby in hand or a monster to pop. Linked away and attacked the token so I could get to my dinosaurs. But yeah, two of them. Do one Pranker Traps, searchable, and yeah, it's Pranker Traps. Then of course, I wish it was at three, but the one Misk, the one Giant Rex, and then two of the Ultimate Conductors. This won me so many games today, like so many games. It was ridiculous. Just a game ending. But yeah, I don't play three, play two. Play one Dogron because of Kashtira when they end on the Arise Heart, or if they have the Shangira card. Okay, I can't remember what it's called. The main monster that blocks your zones. This is the card that you can tribute to someone, and it's also searchable. So you can, if they allow the Overactive search, you can search this and then kaiju them and then try to play. I played two Little Sajum because I didn't want to play three because in testing I was seeing so much of this card and no babies to follow up. So I thought two was okay because if you draw one, your diagram is not dead, so you have the second one to add. Then I played three Ash. Ash is one of the best cards in the meta right now. Kind of fell out for a bit, but yeah, it's definitely coming back and it's definitely very effective. It's very effective against a lot of decks like the Trap Tricks deck, the Kashtira deck, and I've branded as well for Brand Fusion. Yeah, onto the spells. I played three Pot of Prosperity. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, I don't have this card. You need to get this card. This card, unfortunately, is a staple. You have to dig into your deck to get a lot of your resources, so I definitely recommend playing the Pot of Prosperity. Then for the field spell, Lost World. This card won me literally almost all my matchups today, all my games. So against Kashtira, you give them a token and they can't get rid of it unless they link it away. So if you have Litho Sajum, and I'm trying to grab him here quickly. So if you have Litho Sajum and you resolve the effect to banish 3 from their extra deck, you just say against the likes of Kashtira, you banish the link monsters that they link away to try out a board, and then you follow up with the Lost World, give them a token, and then they cannot really play. It's very difficult for them to play. Also, when they play, they can't activate the likes of Castiosis, whatever that one's called. Teosis, that's what people usually call it. They can't use that because it targets a monster, and while they control a token, they cannot target any monsters with card effects except for tokens. That applies to their monsters also, not just mine. The one Terraforming, the one Diagram. Diagram is for the Litho. Diagram baby combo broke. One Call by the Grave because Shifter and random hand traps. 3 Fossil Dig. Dig for dinos. 2 Evolution Pills. You wouldn't need 3. 2 is more than enough for the deck. It's searchable off the Archosaur too. Then the last cards, the traps. I played in the main deck, I played 3 Imperiums, and then the card I was really iffy about, but I'm really glad that I played in the main deck, was 3 Evenly Match. This is to make your gun's second play like absolutely game ending. So what you initially do is against like Trap Tricks or against other decks that are control decks, you evenly match, and then you basically play like you're going first and build a board. They'll lose all the resources and then you build a board, and it's very hard for them to break it with like less than 2 cards, 3 cards. So yeah, that's the main deck. There's 40 cards in the main deck. My matchups were 2 Kashtira, 1 Runic, 1 Sword Soul. Trying to think what other ones I played. Yeah, 2 Kashtira, 1 Sword Soul, 1 Trap Tricks. I lost the Trap Tricks. Trap Tricks was a difficult matchup. And I also faced, trying to think what the last deck is off the top of my head. Labyrinth 2. I faced Labyrinth. Yeah, so onto the extra deck. I played 2 Dalka. I have to play 2 in case the Kashtira deck vanishes 1. Same with Lagia. Lagia is very, very important too. A lot of people play 1 of this. I really, really like this card, especially into traps. 1 Link Karibo and the Gardener. This is the Archosaur combo. Dagaras. So this card, you can use either of these effects. You can use the effect to draw 2, discard 1 if you haven't used Prosperity, or you can use the effect to double a monster's attack. So there's a kill combo where you can double Ultimate Conductor's attack to 7,000, and then you link it away to make a Pentastag, which makes the piercing damage. So if they have a token and you have a Pentastag with a Conductor, all you have to do is attack the token. They take 7,000, and you attack another monster and send it to grave, and you win the game. If they're on 8,000 life points. So yeah, 1 Dagaras, 1 Baguska. I had to use this today against Kashtira because they shifted me. So I had to activate Lost World, normal summon Overraptor, give them a token, and then send Giant Rex to grave. It gets banished, it gets summoned, then I summon the Baguska and just wait a turn or 2 to start playing again. 1 Tornado Dragon. I played this because it's just a generic MST card for floodgates and stuff. Also, you can randomly special summon this from Lithosadium because it's a worm. Dweller, didn't go into Dweller all day. I think Dweller's dead right now. Nobody's playing Dweller. And trap decks are mainly the meta now and not graveyard dependent decks. So the funny card I played today was Crooked Cook. So Crooked Cook was kind of funny because if you have 2 level 4s on board and your opponent just allows it, you can go into Crooked Cook. Just say against Kashtira, for example, you make Crooked Cook. You have no other card on field. This card is unaffected by card effects. So you crash into a card and make sure it doesn't die, and then it gives you the access for the Zeus. And then you can Zeus your opponent. It's a good. I thought it was a good kind of a funny play to do. But yeah, Pentastag went into this most of the time for this event. It gives whatever points to piercing damage, and yeah, you always just summon the Ultimate Conductor underneath. The Nightmare Phoenix, I didn't use this all day, so this could be a generic spot. And also a side frame Lambda. I used to play Gamma, so this was just sitting in here, but it's just a generic link too, just so I can link away monsters that my opponent, like just say my opponent gives me a card like an Ibli, just link it away for this. Or just generic, like link it away. Your opponent could think you're playing Gamma, so they could be very cautious with their plays. So yeah, that's the reason why I played the Lambda as well. So I'm going to get into the side deck real quick. Side 3, Nibiru. This is for Kashtira matchup. Yeah, it's Nibiru does what it says on the tin. Tribute. So yeah, I thought Nibiru was the right call, especially against like as I said, the main meta in the championships was Trap Tricks and Kashtira, so yeah, I prepped pretty well for that. 3 Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. So this deck usually doesn't go into time very often, but there is grind games. I did have a grind game today against Kashtira, and game 3 there was like 10 minutes left on the round and I had a Spooky Dogwood in my hand. I just done my plays, and when it was my opponent's turn, I just dropped the Spooky Dogwood, gain a bit of life points, and it puts a lot of pressure on them. So they don't really want to play into this. It's kind of like Maxi, but it's closer to time. It's gonna, the more they summon, the more chances you have of winning. 3-dimensional barrier. This is for the matchups like Despia, like fusion decks. Also good against Kashtira as well. You call XYZ and it's pretty good. Just make sure that you use your XYZ monster effect before you activate this, because it could put yourself in trouble. 3 Book of Eclipse, again for Kashtira. Standby, I draw phase, you drop this. Also, it works really well with Conductor because you can just attack over everything and they won't draw any cards at the end phase. Book of Eclipse was everywhere today. Everybody was playing Book of Eclipse. And the last 3 cards, 3 Lightning Storms. Trap decks, again, are not much a problem because you're maining the Evelyn's. Also, this just does help too. Doesn't do that much against Trap Tricks because they have the card that special summons and protects their back row. Or you could face like random decks like Labyrinth and they have the Heavenly Prison and protects it. But yeah, I put in 3 as well. It came in clutch today, okay, for a few games. So yeah, I definitely would keep that in the side too. So yeah, that's the deck profile. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like this video and comment down below what you think, or if you have any questions about the deck, I'll be more than happy to answer. So yeah, thanks guys and have a nice day.